Okay, good afternoon, student. How are you today? I think you are fine. Okay, so today I have come here to tell you something with the new chapter, that is a different kind of school. A different kind of school means different kind of schools are there. Okay, so today you will come to know about the different school, that is different school from others. Okay, so it is from your syllabus, that is chapter number 5. Okay, a different kind of school. You can see it here, and now I would like to tell you something regarding this school. Okay, so now before you read the chapter, do you know these words? If you don't find out their meanings: bandage, crutch, cripple, honor, misfortune, and system. So many words are here that are very important to know you before while you read the chapter. So what meaning should be learned. Okay, so now I'm telling you, look at the pictures in this unit and guess in what way this school may be different from other schools. Okay, means you can see the pictures, and you will have to find out that in which way this school may be different from other school. Okay, now the writer is telling you here, while I is the writer, I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school. Whose school was there? You have to underline the word. Okay, I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not till last week did the chance come to visit it. Okay, but it belonged to Miss Beam's school. Okay, and but I did not get chance to visit there. Okay, when I arrived there was no one in sight. Okay, when I reached there, means the writer is telling you the story of this school, different kind of school. While he reached there, no one in sight but a girl of about 12. No one was there. Only he saw a girl who was 12 years old. Her eyes were covered with a bandage, and her eyes were covered with a bandage, and she was being laid carefully between the flower beds by a little boy. And she was being led carefully between the flower beds by a little boy who was about 4 years younger. Means the girl was 12 years old and the boy was 80 years old. It means 4 years is 12 is minus 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. Okay, so he was younger. She stopped and it looked like she asked him who had come, and suddenly she stopped there and asked who had come. He seemed to be describing me to her. He seemed to be describing me to her. Then they passed on, and after that means she was thinking that someone is describing, okay, her, and then they passed on. Okay, after that they had gone. Miss Beam was all that I had expected: middle aged, full of authority, and Miss Beam was a middle aged person, and full of authority, yet kindly and understanding. And she was very good lady, and her standing, she was very kind also, and her hair was beginning to turn grey. Her hair was beginning to turn grey, and she had the kind of plump figure that is likely to be comforting to a homesick child. Plump means stout, pleasantly fat. Okay, pleasantly fat. You can say fat lady was there. And while I asked her some questions about her teaching methods, which I had heard were simple. I have asked several methods of teaching, and she told me about them. No more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things. Okay? No more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things. Simple spelling, adding, subtraction, simple spellings are there: addition, subtracting, multiplying, and writing. Okay, so these are the basic things that a child must know: spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing. The rest is done by reading to them. हेलो हाँ हाँ भाई हाँ हाँ मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ हमेशा ही। हाँ हाँ ठीक है जी ठीक ठीक ओके okay so the rest is done by reading to them and by interesting talks during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet. There are practically no other lesson. Okay, practically no other lessons are there. Only they have to do subtracting, adding, multiplying, and writing. And the rest is done by reading to them and by interesting talks. Interesting talks are there, reading is there, and still keep their hands quiet. Okay, and no other teaching is there. The real aim of this school is not so much to teach thought. Okay, what is the real aim of this school? The real aim of this school is not so much to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness. Okay, no other matter is there. But they have to teach kindness to others. First thing is here means they should be kind to others, kindness to others, and being responsible citizens. Number two, being responsible citizen. Look out of the window a minute, will you? Okay, you can see out of the window. Now, I went to the window which overlooked a large garden. I went to the window and it which overlooked a large garden and a playground at the back. What do you see? Miss Beam asked. Miss Beam asked, what do you see? I see some very beautiful grounds. And I answered, a very beautiful grounds, I said, and a lot of jolly children. And a lot of jolly children means the children are very happy by playing different types of games. It pains me, though, to see that they are not all so healthy and they were not so healthy, okay, and active looking, even active looking and so healthy. When I came in, I saw one poor little girl being led about, okay. I saw one little girl, she had some trouble with her eyes. Now I can see two more with the same difficulty, and there is a girl with a crutch watching the others at play. She seems to be a hopeless cripple. Hopeless, unfortunate, without hope. Okay. At play means playing. Lame. Lame day, day on which She acts as if she was lame. Okay. Contribution and attribution. Okay. So Miss Beam laughed. Oh no, she said. She is not really lame. Miss Beam told him that she is not really lame. She is only her lame day. This is only her lame day. The others are not blind either. It is only their blind day. Okay? Means they are celebrating these days. Okay? But really they are not blind or lame. I must have looked very surprised, for she laughed again. And she laughed again while my while I became very surprised. This is a very important part of our system, and this is a very important part of our system of study, education. To make our children appreciate means how can you make how can you make your children appreciate? How means how can be children appreciated? So, and understand misfortune. Misfortune means unfortunate condition, bad luck. Okay. Who cannot walk and see. So, it's appreciation for them. And we make them share in misfortune too. Each term, every child has one blind day. Each term examination, each term, each regular interval, each term, every child has one blind day, one lame day, one deep day, one injured day, and one dumb day. Okay. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged. Absolutely, and they are on their honor not to peep. Okay. And they should be very honest, not to peep through the bandage. Okay. So the bandage is put on overnight, so they wake blind. This means that they need help with everything. Other children are given the duty of helping them and leading them about. They all learn so much this way, both the blind and the helpers. Okay, they are learning in this way, both the blind and the helpers who are helping them. There is no misery about it. There is no misery about it. Misery means difficulty, unpleasantness. Miss Beam continued, everyone is very kind, and is Miss Beam continued, everyone is very kind, and it is really something of a game. And it is really something of a game. It's a kind of game. Okay, so all the students are playing the different roles, and before the day is over, though even the most thoughtless child realizes what misfortune is, means after finishing all the activities, the student can understand. Okay, most thoughtless child realizes what misfortune is. The blind day is, of course, really the worst. Blind day really is the worst because nothing is seen by a blind person. He can't see anything. Okay. But some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most difficult. And some of the children means a blind day is of course really the worst. But some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most difficult. We cannot bandage the children's mouths, so they really have to exercise their willpower. Come into the garden and see for yourself how the children feel about it. Okay. Miss Beam led me to one of the bandaged girls. Here is gentleman, come to talk to you, said Miss Beam and left us. Okay. Mr. Beam bent there and she told the girl about the bandaged girls, okay, and said that you have to talk to him. Don't you ever peep? I asked the girl. I asked the girl means the person who went there means the writer. Asked the girl, don't you ever peep? Oh no, she exclaimed. That would be cheating. No, no, sir. We are not peeping through because it's cheating. But I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. And it is very awful to be blind. You can't see a thing. You feel you are going to be hit by something every moment. It is such a relief just to sit down. Okay. It is just a relief just to sit down. Are your helpers kind to you? I asked. Are your helpers kind to you? Fairly, yes. But they are not as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. Okay. But they are not as careful as I when it is my turn. Those that have been blind already are the best helpers. The blind who are already blind, they are the best helpers. And it is perfectly ghastly not to see. I wish you would try. Okay, you would try. Shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. Oh yes, he said, let's go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. I shall be so glad when today is over. And after finishing my role, I became very happy and I was so glad today is over. The other bad days can't be half as bad as this. Having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost fun. Okay, means walking by using the crutch is almost fun. I guess having an arm tied up is a bit more troublesome because you can't eat without help. While you have crutch, you can't eat without help and things like that. I don't think I will mind being deaf for a day. At least not much. But being blind is so frightening. Blind, deaf, and dumb is somewhat better than the blind. My head aches all the time just from worrying that I will get hurt. Where are we now? Where are we now? And I am thinking that I can hurt myself because the eyes are closed in the playground. I said, we are walking towards the house, Miss Bean. He is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl, and Miss Bean was coming, walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. What is the girl wearing? My little friend asked. A blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse. Okay, I think it's Millie. She said, what color is her hair? Very light, I said. Yes, that is Millie. She is the head girl. Millie is the head girl. Who is the head girl of the school? Millie is the head girl of the school. Underline this one. There is an old man tying up roses, I said. Yes, that is Peter. Okay. What is the name of old man? That is Peter. He is the gardener. And who is Peter? Peter is the gardener. He is hundreds of years old. Okay. And the Peter that is gardener, he is, how old is he? He is 100 years old. He is 100 years of, he is hundreds of years old. And here comes a girl with curly red hair. She is on crutches. That is Anita. And the girl who is coming, that is Anita, she said. And so we walked on. Gradually, I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful than I ever thought I would be. I also realized that if I had to describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. When I finally had to leave, I told Miss Bean that I was very sorry to go. Oh, she replied, then there is something in my system after all. Okay, so after seeing, and it was the school, and in this way, the school was different from other school. Okay, now some exercises are here that I would like to give you. Put these sentences from the story in the right order and write them out in a paragraph. Don't refer to the text. Okay. So these are the sentences that you will have to put them. So I am writing the numbers. You can put a number according to the story. Okay. Now numbers are here. Working with the text. Working with the text. So, put these sentences from the story in the right order and write them out in a paragraph. Don't refer to the text. Okay, means I am writing here according to their sequence, but I am not writing the sentence. I am giving you numbers. Okay, so you have to write accordingly. Then you can put a number and set the story according to the textbook. Okay, 3, 5, 6. Right now, you can write here 3, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 7, 2, 1, 4. Okay, means now I am reading the sequence wise story. So you have to put these numbers according to the story. Okay, number 1. First, you have to read, that is, let's go for a little walk. It is written here. Okay. Number 1, 2, 3. You can see it here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. In this way, you can put these sentences according to the number. Okay. Now, next. Match the words and phrases with their meanings in the box below. Okay. So some of the words are here. Homesick. I am writing here according to their answer. 1, 2. You can write like this. 1. Working with language. Here, working with language. Working with language. 1 to 8 number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now homesick, wanting to be home. Wanting to be home. Okay, this is the meaning. Practically almost. Number third, it pains me, it hurts me. It hurts me. Number 4, appreciate, understanding the difficulties. Understanding the difficulties. Understanding. Understanding the difficulties. understanding the difficulties, not very caring, not very caring. Exercise, test the strength of, test the strength, strength of, test the strength of, relief, a welcome change, a welcome change, a welcome change. The last number must be terrible. Okay, these are the answers that you will have to write. Okay, according to answer. Okay, I have given you. Now, next, that is a poem. Poem is given here. That is, where do all the teachers go? Where do all the teachers go? Have you written? Okay, note it down. Now, poem, poem. That is lesson number 5. Okay, this one is that is the main chapter and poem is sub chapter. Okay, so where do all the teachers go? You can write here. Where do all the teachers go? This is the title of the poem. Okay, this is the title of the poem. So you will have to pay attention to words right now. So you will have to pay attention regarding this one. Where do all the teachers go? Where do all the teachers go? Means a child doesn't know. Okay, he doesn't know where do all the teachers go. So here is a child, for a little child. Okay, for a little child a teacher is special. Okay, do you know what is the importance of teacher for a little child? Okay, the little child doesn't have any idea. Okay, he teacher is special for him or her. Okay, so for a little child a teacher is special. It is difficult for a small child to think of his her teacher as an ordinary person. Okay, means that child the child is understanding, the child is knowing the teacher as special. Okay, the teacher is special for the child. He is not an ordinary person. He is not an ordinary person for the child. Okay, so he is very interested to know. That is the title is given here. Where do all the teachers go? He is very keen to know about the teachers. Where do all the teachers go? Where do all the teachers go? When it is 4 o'clock, means when the time, when 4 o'clock time is there, where do all the teachers go? I don't know. Okay. Do they live in houses? And one question is here. Do they live in houses? Okay. And do they wash their socks? Do they wash their socks? Yes, why not? Okay. Do they wear pajamas? Do they wear pajamas? He has no. And do they watch TV? Do they watch TV? Okay. It's a laughing poem, so you can see and you can enjoy. The child child's talk. Okay, and do they pick their noses? And do they pick their noses? And the same as you and me. Okay, and the same as you and me. Do they live with other people? Do they live with other people? Have they moms and dads, mommy and daddy? Okay, have they parents? And were they ever children? Were they? क्या वे भी कभी बच्चे थे? Okay, and were they ever children? And were they ever bad? क्या वो भी कभी गलतियां करते थे? हैं? Like me. Okay. Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? वो भी कभी गलती किया करते थे. Were they punished in the corner? Were they punished in the corner? If they pinched the chocolate flakes. Okay. वो भी ऐसा कभी कर सकते थे. Did they ever lose their hind books? Did they ever leave their greens? Did they scribble on the desktop? वो भी कभी डेस्कटॉप पर खरोंच करते थे. Perhaps. Okay. Did they wear old dirty jeans? Did they wear old dirty jeans? Okay. I will follow one back home today and I will find out what they do. Then I will put it in a poem that they can read to you. Peter Dixon means Peter Dixon has written this poem, and the child is very interested to know about the total activity of the teachers day by day. Whatever their activity is there, and from their beginning life means when they were children. Okay, they were children. So the child is very interesting to know about, and he is saying that one day he will follow one back home today. I will find, and he will find out what they do. What are their activities? He is very interested to know about their day-to-day activities, and then I will put it in a poem. And he said that he will put it in a poem that they can read to you, and they can read to you. That is the poem, and it is very interesting poem related to the teachers. And so till now, in this way, this is the end of the poem, and I think your poem is over, and your chapter is also over. So tomorrow I will give you some important questions and their answers. Okay, so till now, thank you very much, and have a nice day. So you have to read the chapter carefully, and all the questions are based on the story. Okay, so till now, thank you very much, and have a nice day. I will come tomorrow with the new topic. Okay, in this way, your reader chapters have been over. Now, okay, thank you very much.